All right, let's get right into it. We all spend hours in the gym hitting chest, back, and legs, but there's this one muscle that almost everyone just forgets. And here's the thing, it's the one muscle that can take your physique from looking just okay to looking genuinely powerful. We are, of course, talking about the neck. So if you feel like something's missing from your build, stick around because we're about to fix that. Ouch, right? I mean, it's a bit harsh, but let's be honest, it's a pretty spot-on description for a lot of people. We build this impressive body, but the actual frame holding up our head gets totally neglected. But you know what's wild? How fast you can change that. The visual impact of training just this one area is, well, it's huge. I mean, just look at the difference here. It is night and day. On one side, a thin neck makes even a great body look kind of incomplete. It almost encourages that slouched, bad posture look. But on the other side, a thick, strong neck just projects power. It screams athleticism. It creates that yoked look that balances everything out. Honestly, it's the finishing touch that most people are missing. Okay, so it looks good, we get it, but this goes so much deeper than just aesthetics. Let's really dig into the why, because having a strong neck is one of the most functional things you can possibly build for your overall health and your performance in, well, everything. The benefits are just massive. For real, we're talking about actually fixing that nagging chronic neck pain or those tension headaches you get. We're talking about standing taller because your posture dramatically improves. And here's the best part. Because nobody trains their neck, the potential for really fast, noticeable growth is huge. It's a massive opportunity. And hey, if you're an athlete, listen up, because this is just non-negotiable. If you play any kind of contact sport, football, rugby, boxing, martial arts, you name it, a strong neck is your body's personal shock absorber. It keeps your head stable during an impact, and that can literally be the thing that prevents a serious injury. So the why is pretty clear, right? The benefits are undeniable. The big question is, how do we actually do this safely and effectively? Well, it turns out it's way simpler than you might think. Your neck basically has three main jobs, three simple movements. If we hit all three, you don't just get a big neck. You get one that's strong and functional from every single angle. First up is what we call forward flexion. This is just your basic yes motion, a head nod. This move hammers those thick, ropey-looking muscles you can see on the front of your neck, the sternocleidomastoid. You want that impressive thickness you can see from the front? This is the exercise that builds it. And of course, we have the opposite movement, neck extension. All this is the looking up at the ceiling motion. This is what works all the muscles on the back of your neck and your upper traps. These are the muscles that are absolutely essential for holding your head up all day and keeping good posture. And finally, the third piece of the puzzle, lateral flexion and rotation. This is just tilting your head side to side, ear to shoulder, or looking left and right. You absolutely cannot skip this. This is what makes sure your neck isn't just a thick block of muscle that can't move. It's what makes it truly balanced and functional. Okay, so we know the movements. Now let's build the actual workout. And don't you worry, you're not going to need any of those crazy medieval-looking neck harnesses. We're going to keep this super safe, super smart, and super effective with stuff you can do with almost no equipment. But first, a really serious warning. You've probably seen people doing neck bridges. Do not do them. Yes, they can build strength, but the risk of compressing your cervical spine is just, it's insane. It is not worth it. You're basically gambling with your ability to turn your head for the rest of your life. There are much, much safer ways to get the same results. And speaking of safety, you can never, ever, ever skip the warm-up. The muscles in your neck, they're not your quads. They're small, they're sensitive. If you just jump straight into weighted movements, you're asking for stiffness, a pulled muscle, or even getting dizzy. A quick warm-up changes everything. And look, it takes maybe 2 minutes. The whole point is just to get some blood flowing and wake those muscles up. Just do some gentle nods, like you're saying yes. Then some slow, controlled rotations, like you're looking both ways before crossing the street. And finally, some easy tilts. Just bring in your ear towards your shoulder. We're just looking for a light stretch. Don't force anything. All right. Now that you're warmed up, we can get started. Exercise number 1 is the neck curl. This is the absolute king for building that thick, powerful muscle on the front of your neck. Now, form is absolutely critical here. Lie on a flat bench with your shoulders right at the edge, letting your head hang back. The movement is simple. Tuck your chin and curl it towards your chest, kind of like you're trying to hold a tennis ball there. The most important part is controlling the movement, especially on the way down. And please, start with just your body weight. Master the form before you even think about holding a little weight plate on your forehead. Next up, we're going to flip right over for neck extensions. This is going to build up the back of your neck, giving you that solid postural support and making sure your head doesn't look like a bobblehead. For this one, you're lying face down. Let your head drop so you feel a good stretch, and then raise it back up. Now here's the key. Stop as soon as your head is in a straight, neutral line with your body. Do not hyperextend and look up at the ceiling. The rep is over when you're looking straight down at the floor again. And for our third and final exercise, we're hitting the sides with lateral flexion. This is what's going to give you that thick, well-rounded look from every single angle. All right, last one. You're going to lie on your side, again with your head hanging off the bench. Just keep your eyes looking straight ahead and slowly drop your ear down towards the floor. Then, use the muscles on the side of your neck to bring your head back to the starting position. Super controlled, super smooth. Do all your reps on one side, then carefully switch over and do the other. So there you have it. You've got the warm-up, you've got the 3 core exercises. Now let's put it all together into a really simple, actionable plan that you can start using this week. So here is the entire plan. It is dead simple. For each of those 3 exercises, the curls, the extensions, the side flexion, you're just going to aim for 3 sets of 10 to 20 reps. You want to pick a weight, or no weight, where you're really feeling that burn by the end of the set. And you only need to do this once or twice a week. That is it. That's all it takes to see some amazing results. But here's the real secret, the thing that makes this whole plan actually work. It's the same secret for any muscle, progressive overload. You have to give your neck a reason to grow. Each week, just try to do a little bit more. Maybe it's 1 extra rep. Maybe you add the tiniest bit of weight. Maybe you just slow the movement down. The goal is just a constant, gentle push to get better. And that's really all there is to it. It all comes down to this one question. You already dedicate so much time to training your chest, your back, and your legs. Isn't it finally time to stop skipping the single most visible muscle that can completely change your entire look?